Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is January 30th, 9:42 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. It is Sunday, so we're almost back to the beautiful work week. Just a few more hours, and the weekend is finally over, and we can all get back to it. But until then, it is Sunday. We're talking about Forex. We're talking about crypto. So the market is alive. At least we can still have fun. All right, now, BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there always. Checking out the Fear and Greed Index and this lovely lady in her bikini. Fear and Greed Index is now just at fear at 29. Big deal. We're not in the teens anymore. All right, check this beautiful tweet out. 92K Bitcoins are out of exchanges in the last 30 days. It kind of shows you here. I really don't know where this is coming from. I don't know who this person is. But I saw this. I like it. It looks true. Sorry, I'm not going to verify this, but I dig it. It does show an outflow on Coinbase and on Binance, definitely. And I like seeing that. And Bitfinex, bunch of shortened bastards. Anyway, so Gate.io, they're negative too. So in general, we see when it comes to the big exchanges that matter, like Coinbase and Binance, definitely an outflow of Bitcoin. Binance by far the most volume, 81K Bitcoin right there. That is phenomenal. So that is definitely, facts are, it is a bullish signal. I dig it. You don't pull it off the exchange to basically to, I don't know, to sell it, short it, whatever. Cold storage is usually long time storage. All right, now check out Crypto Love this morning. He did a video. It's cool picture of him right there, where he did mention the Fear and Greed Index. That's where I noticed it this morning. And this Bitcoin price turnaround will shock everyone. He just goes over just some good metrics. I don't want to look at them all again here. I will just basically put that in the live chat, and I'll post it over right now, this very second while we're chatting. I'll put that over at BitcoinDailyView.com. Bitcoin Daily View chat. I'll drop it in there. So go there if you'd like to see this video or just look at Crypto Love's YouTube channel. I think this is definitely some powerful stuff. It's good news. All right. Look, I know it's Sunday, but looking at the world indices, we are looking at a mix of green and red today, which is good. I like that. Looking at Bitcoin trading volume, here's the thing. I'm going to refresh this one more time. Bitcoin trading volume down at 2 billion right now. Volume change dropped by 60%. Market buy orders down by 55%. Market sell orders up by 65%. Interesting stuff. So I think this is valuable. They're saying 2 billion, 2 point what billion? I'm not sure, but 2 billion, probably right at 2 billion. Actually, they usually put the points in there, point this or point that. So 2 billion, that's extraordinary low volume. Masari.io is, as always, out in Candyland somewhere, but they are saying 12.7 billion volume last 24 hours. So whatever that's worth. Still, I think that Cryptometer.io is the more correct of the two, and that's really low volume. And if we go here, let's go here first, looking at spot. Spot trading volume on Binance, it's at 8.9%, down 13% last 24 hours. You can see the 7-day graph here. It's sinking. So Coinbase under 3 billion. I'd like to see Coinbase at least 3 billion. So we have got pot T volume today. Oh my gosh. Looking at derivatives, 32 billion. Got to have at least 50 billion for the market to be doing anything, down 13% last 24 hours. So poop volume. Looking at the spot trading, especially, and looking at Cryptometer.io, 2 billion in volume last 24 hours. That is just frigging tragic. So anyway, no volume this weekend. With that said, but do note this though. If we look over here at livebitcoincharts.com, we are seeing a mix of green and red in the market for the top 100. Axie Infinity up 12%. I'm telling you, not financial advice here, but I'm just saying Axie, AXS may very well be the coin that many of us wish we just dropped $1,000 into, you know, just $1,000, just a piece, or a piece of a Bitcoin or something. This is a big deal. So Axie's up today. Decentralized Mana, once again, I think another one of these guys that's probably going to really be a big play in 2022. I think, just saying, that's my belief, of 5% today. I'd have no idea what AR is, other than AR-15 or AR-10, you know, Armalite. I know what that is, but Arweave, I have no idea what that is, but it's up today. Celsius Network, Word. I like seeing that sell, a beautiful thing. Hope you got your hodls in Celsius, or a piece of those at least, making some badass interest. Why not? Best weighted dollar cost average ever right there. And Synthetic Network Token, whatever you are, sell, doing good too, up 10%. So we got some players today. It's nice to see Link, Chainlink up 5%. So, you know, a mix of green and the red in the market. Adventures in Reality says, I can't believe we haven't dipped yet. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. As people know, I worship life and happiness, and I believe that this is the peaceful revolution here is crypto. I think, like I say, every Satoshi you own, every Bitcoin Satoshi you own is a bet towards the positive. It is a statement of belief in the positive sci-fi future of humanity. So I'm a perma bull. I really am. But I will say I'm going to have to agree with Adventures in Reality. This is looking like we may have a little bit of a wick of a dip coming today. Play it as you might want, but maybe we won't. Adventures in Reality says 1K 12 months ago, and AXS is like 200K now. Seriously, Axie Infinity. Here you go. Non-financial advice, people. This is your unofficial high octane, crazy ass Moon Boy token prediction by Adventures in Reality and myself. Axie Infinity, AXS, $1,000 today. see what that ends up being in a few months, by the end of 2022, if humanity's still here and we're not like cannibalistic fighting in the streets. I mean, that might be a serious Lambo play. Buy it when it's going to be in the green and hodl that thing. Let's look at that before we go. AXS, we will look at that. All right, looking at open interest, not something I know a whole lot about, I'm going to be honest with you, but we are at 12 billion open interest, up 1% last 24 hours. The big exchange, Binance, has got 4.2 billion of that. Looking at blockchain whispers, okay, we're going to look at Binance for longs and shorts here, something I have not seen in a while. More shorts than longs. So longs 49%, short 50%. I think I said that wrong. Longs 49%, shorts 50%. I had to check myself because that's backwards. Very unusual to see this. Low volume, negative sentiment on Binance for Bitcoin. Oh, get your shorts ready, perma bulls. All right, looking at Ethereum, 58% long, 41% short. And I will say Ethereum's chart looks slightly better. Yeah, okay, so this thing looks funny today, but I'm watching. I'm gonna have to actually hit this. I'm gonna have to reload this. Sometimes this thing will get funky on you. I'm gonna put this here in the live chat, and I'll stick it over at Bitcoin Daily View Telegram for anybody who might want to see this. Worthwhile. I follow this thing to get the kind of intuitive high octane speculation of the market. Looking at my 10-second chart here, definitely a bit of a battle this morning. Got some interesting stuff going on. Lots of little shorts and longs getting wrecked. Interesting day in the market. Volatile, low volume. You know, beware, everybody. Beware today. It's definitely a dangerous and eclectically challenging Sunday in the market. Hope everybody praying in church will up the vibe and move it towards the positive side. All right, not hemppaste.com. Don't go there. Radianthemppaste.com. I'm a reseller of this. I love it. I think it's badass. It has changed my life and changed my dog's life, actually, too. Got her little hips working. Happy packets here. Definitely worth checking out. You can get mint or just get regular. Hemp paste, you will see it's rather expensive for a big tub of it. But if you get yourself some happy packets at $4 each, try the plain, try the mint, get a canna for your little doggy, and see how it changes your life. About a pea size is a good way to get involved. Try that out and see how you feel. Good for creativity, managing pain, managing anxiety. I'm not a doctor. I can't make those statements officially. I'm just saying I'm a believer. Really check it out. It helps me do this a little bit when I make a few dollars to do it. And also, I truly believe in this stuff. I'm a reseller. You can see over at bitcoindaily.com. If it's not there, I'll put it there. I think it'll be in the show notes. An interview I did with the founder of the company and his the woman who keeps him on track. So definitely check that out. This is all closed on Friday, but silver and gold, gold up top, silver on the bottom, have been dumping. It's very interesting to see how the market opens on Monday. This all closed on Friday, but the S&P 500 closed on a rebellious green candle, challenging that 200 moving average on the on the daily chart. Russell 2000 index, another rebellious green candle, below all important moving averages, but it did put some fight up there. Let's look at the Dow. How'd that close on Sunday? Dow on Sunday was a red candle, but that's fine. Is it gonna cross or challenge, break above that 200 moving average on the daily chart? This is a big deal. Monday's going to be interesting. Dollar strength. Average dollar strength index here, charged by the very fire from the eye of Sauron, has been pumping the last couple days. It's above the 50 moving average, above the 20 WMA. I like that. Was a red indecisive doji on Friday. Let's see how things open. Gird your loins. Monday may be interesting. Like a monster truck rally, you might pay for your whole big office chair, but you'll only need the edge. Okay, and make sure your airbag is working on your monitor, because you might be going face first into it. All right. Anyway, PAXG. I gotta admit, you know me, perma bull. Okay, but I am watching the flaccidity in the market today. I just want to note this. Okay. We're kind of seeing this, right? So PAXG up top here versus Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin versus Tether down here. So we have had we've been above the 200 moving average for a while now here on the 45-minute chart, like 2 days and 17 hours. We've been above the 200 moving average. We've been above also the 200 and the 314. That's really awesome. We've been above both for about 1 day, 20 hours. So really, we have some wonderful. This is a big deal. To the longer you stay above the 200 moving average on a 45-minute chart for Bitcoin, especially the 200 and the 314, like we are here, and the 200, the slower is moving above the quicker moving above the slower. This is a positive move. We have a really good moment right now. Definitely a powerfully good moment. I mean, I like what I'm seeing. And if you can see PAXG, it's absolutely doing the opposite. You could literally take these charts and just flip them over. You would almost think this is like the reflection on water of one another. So we got really weak volume that tends to lend towards dumpiness, but at the same time, on the short time frame here, Bitcoin's looking pretty powerful, keeping above that 200 moving average and the 314. 200 moving average is trending up on the 45-minute chart. Let's look at more angles at this to see what to think. I'm all about hedging out. I have a small amount that I do hedge out in the PAXG when I think Bitcoin's going to poop, because it makes me money. Because rather than just hedging out where, into USDC or USDT or something like that, and maybe you make some money if Bitcoin dumps. I mean, sometimes you don't quite get back in. I mean, it's high octane speculation. Be careful depending on what time frame you're doing it. But I do this. But if I go into PAXG, if I'm certain of the Bitcoin really being weak, since PAXG is going to pump while Bitcoin dumps, it creates that nice distance. And I picked up like 40% on those trades before. Like I say, the Surgeon General's warning is on that pack of high octane speculation and recklessness. Okay, I'm just saying it can screw you over too. Okay, Bitcoin on the 45-minute chart, once again, as we can see, end of last week, we were bouncing above and below that 200 moving average. We've broken above the 200 moving average. We seem to be holding that. We're in the middle of the RSI cave. I like what I'm seeing. We've visited the top of the RSI cave here. We're in the middle of it now. Good. This is beautiful. These indicators here are not looking really bad or good. I mean, directional index is in the green. ADX is slowly dumping. ADX does not lie. It is a harsh teacher. It is all about truth. The squeeze indicator is showing some downwards momentum. Binary candles are still saying we are good to go. KRI is indecisive, kind of. Tangent is down right now, but it is not too far from the top. Stochastic RSI is showing we're getting out of the oversold area. Time to get into doing some buying. Looking at the Leitch oscillator by Lazy Bear, it says we got more to go down. So basically, this is very indecisive, but on the positive side of indecisive to me. All right. Looking at daily chart, and also you can do this. I'm going to be very, you know, one thing I do want to note is just a pattern that I like seeing. I'll move quick. I don't want to make this too long, this video. Want to, be poignant, get to the point, and get out of here. I know everybody has got things to do, but check it out. I love this kind of trade. Long downtrend, not giving up too bad. Got some fight in it, got some green starting up again here on the indicators. This is on the 4-hour chart. This is a great place to break above, definitely. If we switch to 45 minutes, you can see we are riding that 200 moving average. We are above it. So, we're getting there, really for a Sunday with this low of volume. I'm really surprised to see the Bitcoin above the 200 moving average. Very, very interesting. Once again, I like to look kind of big picture at a lot of stuff. And I think this actually does have a value. If we look, look at all the Bitcoin leaving the big exchanges. The big money ain't putting that into, that's cold storage, man. That's Trezors and the other one sitting in a big ass safe somewhere. So anyway, we'll keep moving. Daily chart. Looking at daily chart, we are coming back up daily recently and getting some upwards momentum. I like seeing that. We are challenging the 20 WMA, but we are below the 50 and the 200. 50 is green, 200 is red. But note this, guys, big deal. We may have low volume, but check it out. We have the MACD crossing positive in an important area down here below the heartbeat, as I call it. And when you get these crosses way down here, this is the thing. It's been very, very volatile. Oftentimes you will get a cross like this. So like here was your positive cross, but not much really happened. But then it did, It's when you get these positive crosses down here, like right now, it's been a real battle going back and forth, which way is it going to go? But, it's all about holding that positive MACD cross on the daily. It's just a really powerful thing. So let's see what happens. I find it to be a very, very bullish indicator. It gets tough sometimes. Sometimes it plays out so clean, like right here. You had a positive cross in daily MACD, and look what happened. Bam. This beautiful, beautiful movement, but also it can happen where you have these, these times of indecision like this. And it's crossing back and forth and you're going down or you're not really making gains. Let's see. It's all about eventually one of these crosses above. It's going to be like this cross above, and you're going to just see it cross and just bam, So with that said, let's keep moving. Once again, all this stuff looking good. Looking at the 2-hour chart. I tend to really like to see the 2-hour chart, the tangent of the MACD on the 2-hour chart to show me which way the tangent of the daily is probably going to go. Look at that. Look at the cross on May 30th. Okay, I'll look at the cross on May 30th. But the 2-hour MACD is definitely trending towards the negative side. So it would not surprise me if the tangent of the MACD today did cross negative on the daily. We are trying to stay above that 20 WMA, but we're not. We're kind of dropping below the 20 WMA on the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart is pretty good for Bitcoin to see immediate price action, but we are above the 50, but we are below the 200. So it's a mixed bag. But the 2-hour chart is putting pressure on the daily to have a negative MACD tangent. And that I think would definitely kind of facilitate the dump that the low volume would almost predict today. But we're positive. So May 30th, so May. Yeah, see, this is tragic. Look at that. So like, this is where it can kind of come into play. So you see like back here around like there's May, April. And you can see we had a positive cross and it kind of grew. Then we had a negative cross here. Oh my Lord, 12th of May. And look at that. Boom. You can see that, and then look about here, May 30th right there. Look at that. You had a positive cross and it moved up, but the price action didn't really reflect it. So, it's not a perfect science, but if you look overall, like go back, a couple of years, whatever, go back a year, and watch for the positive swings. Like you'll see a positive swing here, positive MACD cross, boom, had a beautiful run, like right there. Positive MACD cross here. It had a bit of a little bit more velocity to that run. So, definitely trade at your own risk. I will say for sure, negative MACD crosses do tend to denote its dump time quite often. But let's see what happens. We're really in a no man's land, a bit of indecisiveness right now. I think overall, Bitcoin's looking pretty darn strong. Just could we see with this low volume on a Sunday, could we see a bit of some wicks, some downward pressure before we bounce into Monday? I'm just going to say bounce into Monday. Anyway, look at the 4-hour chart. I really think that this works pretty well. Going back to middle of July when I first started this one, it all sticks. It all fits. It's all about getting above this 786 again, and we are challenging that. We're trying to get above. I think really when we definitely find some support and start moving off the 786, I think that's really which is right around 37,834. I think when we kind of stick there, we're going to see some. I think that's when we kind of get into the gains that many people think that we're going to make this year, which I think we're going to make this year. So really, I mean, this is a pretty common theme. I mean, you see it in any trading of anything, really, but especially with Forex and really with crypto, I guess you could say. You have your beautiful break. You move up. You break that 200 moving average, 314. You move up. You give some back, or you don't. You move up. You move up. Eventually. Sorry, you hit your top, then you just give it all back, then you bounce again. So 786, we went below it. We almost gave it all back this run that we started in July of 2021. But we have not given it all back, and we are starting to make a move on that 786. And I think once we get it back above that 786 at 37,800, 37,900, basically once we can start ranging and staying above 3,800, I think we're definitely back in the game. We'll be visiting this 618 golden pocket at around between 4,300 or 43,000 to 44,000. So it's looking good. So for this much volume to be holding out at all, I mean, we're low volume, but we're kind of holding sideways. Bitcoin's pretty strong. It's a weekend. Do what you will. It's very indecisive. It's kind of hard to read. Ethereum, I kind of see it having a bit of an upwards channel right now. It's looking kind of good. Indicators are looking all right. Slightly more bullish chart than Bitcoin, I think. But look at that. It's starting to see a little bit of dumpage. Are we seeing look at the 2-hour chart? Oh, look at that 45-minute chart. Seeing a little bit of downwards motion here. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. Let's see what we see. We're starting to see some downwards pressure. Still kind of sideways. Anyway, guys, what I wanted to mention, I just wanted to go into before and sorry, this has been kind of long. The thing is, whether we have a bullish or a bearish Bitcoin right now, it doesn't really matter. Check this out. KNC versus BTC. This thing started running up around the 19th of January. Okay. And so right here, you can see it broke above the 19th of January, made a nice 200 moving average break. Okay. And it's been holding that. And then you can kind of see over time a channel formed, and you can see what it's doing. And right now, where is it once again? KNC versus BTC. Good looking chart. Indicators are not quite ready for a get in yet, but I am watching it. And what I've been kind of doing ultimately is I've been, buying these once they start going and selling here. I didn't buy this. I didn't sell this. I didn't have any. I'm getting ready to buy this. I did buy this back here, and I did sell around here, got back in here, sold here. Anyway, guys, not to belabor it, but ultimately you can also just, if you were playing it like this, let's say you bought your 200 moving average bounce, right? Break like right about here. You watched it, you waited for that kind of confirmation after this bit of a retrace there, and then you sold when it broke the 200 moving average, broke below here. You didn't have much faith in it. You can look at your tool here. Here, I should hate this one. Sorry. You can look at your forecast. We could have kind of bought here and sold here, and you'd made like 7% just playing by the rules. You could have had a trailing take profit. It went to like 16%. Your trailing take profit probably would have sold about here. Somewhere on the come down, you could have made like 10%. Also, though, let's just say that you had, bought on that break and you were still holding it and you sold it after a really strong 200 moving average break. That's 23% easy. You could have made, or 20%. So the thing is, this takes some aggressive trading. This is definitely white knuckle trading. You also could have, most people following these rules probably gotten out about here, maybe when you see the directional index turn red, or also about here when you see the directional index turn red. You might have figured this break below 200 was it, and if you'd sold there, you could have had like maybe a stop loss set in profit, to sell there. I say even there is like 6%. So anyway, guys, just want to say, we really get way too hung up on it being a bull or a bear market. It doesn't matter. It matters to your overall portfolio value. If you're hodling things, yes, that's true. But just realize that KNC versus BTC, I've been trading this one. I'm going to trade when we get a 200 moving average break again, when we get back into this upwards channel as I see it. These indicators look good. I put a trailing take profit in, so I basically can't lose. I only buy it when I know I'm going to be in the green. And while Bitcoin's been volatile, I've been gaining Bitcoin sats, just trading in and out of KNC BTC. I could have done nothing, and I'd still be just sitting here feeling pretty darn good. I put a stop loss below the 314, and just I sell if it dumps that much and still have lots of profit. So anyway, I'll keep looking at these. I keep looking at coins that are in the green. Making money against Bitcoin or making money against the thing is, if Bitcoin's dumping, great. Some of the alts are always going to be strong, and you can make mad crazy Bitcoin sats while Bitcoin's in a bearish mode. With that, let's look quickly. I wanted to look at Axie Infinity. Yeah, AXS. AXS versus BTC. Or let's just do AXS versus USDT. It's on Binance. It's on KuCoin. You got to be on one of those two. It's even on Binance US against Tether. I mean, there you go. The AOL version of Binance, Binance US. Okay, so let's get rid of all this crap. And it's a 45-minute chart. It's a 4-hour chart. Sorry about that. 4-hour chart looking all right. 45-minute chart. Let's get a real feel for what's going on here. All right, dig that. Okay, here you go. 45-minute chart. This is beautiful. You got this nice downtrend. Giving it all back. Boom, finds some traction. Breaks that 200 moving average. Breaks that 314. Doing a bit of a retrace right now, probably because Bitcoin's getting a little bit weak. And you see a green directional index, green squeeze indicator, KRI is in the green. Stochastic RSI shows maybe time to get back in, which an oscillator is saying, whoa, way too overbought. These two, I like it when they're in agreement on this short time frame. So basically, I think we're going to see some retrace. I'm going to start watching this right now, AXS versus USDT. In fact, I'm going to fire up another chart right now for AXS versus BTC. Let's see how that's looking right now. Oh, I'm sorry. And you know what? Am I looking at that's a 45-minute chart. So let's look at this. Oh, man, there you go. AXS, Axie Infinity versus BTC. Got beautiful, almost the same chart. Looking at a 314 bounce possibly. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm liking this overall. It's a pretty strong looking chart. Let's wait. I'm going to wait. Might as well do what you will. I'm going to wait till Monday or later today. See what Bitcoin's going to do for sure. If we can continue this is really a nice setup since Axie's definitely given some back recently. This is a nice upwards channel against USDT. I like what I'm seeing there, and it's visiting that mid range right now. And then you've got let's look one more time here. I think you can see kind of an upwards channel. Boom, it's pushing hard. Looks like it's going to give a little bit back and keep on going. Seriously, this is that coin. Maybe I'll do it for fun, wait till this thing looks a little bit more bullish and drop a K in there, drop $1,000 in it, and we'll see how it's doing throughout the year. You know what I mean? Because this is one of those coins that seriously could be life-changing gains. High octane speculation, entertainment purposes only. Before we go, I just want to mention one thing. The shitcoin of the week, Polydoge, up 26%. In the last, shit, this thing is pumping. Dang. It's doing great. It's look at the 7-day chart. It's still making that move. Yeah. Anyway, you're not too late. Poly Doge. Check out Poly Doge Quake right here. I'm gonna do a video on just this, even though others have, just how to kind of get set up and how to do it. Um, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put it in a Bitcoin Daily View Telegram. Play yourself some Poly Doge, and I'm gonna come back later and show you how to set it up. You want to be, you have to join the Poly Doge Telegram to be able to basically make money, and you make Poly Doge when you pwn noobs. So far, I've only been a noob for others to pwn, but basically, I've been doing my part, and one day it's gonna be payback time. It's the same as playing Quake. That's why they call it Doge Quake. I'll put all these up later, but Poly Doge, shitcoin of the week. I think this thing has got too much going for it. So there you go, shitcoin of the week. And as always, every single Bitcoin Satoshi that you own is a statement of belief and a manifestation of a sci-fi future for humanity that is ultimately powerfully optimistic. I'm glad you are here for the peaceful revolution, Bitcoin truth seekers. Go Canada. And I will see you guys. Oh, and after you guys are done in Canada, truckers, come down to Washington, D.C. We need your help here. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.